Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for spending time with us today. What is a dynamic website and an e-commerce store? Let's start with the dynamic website. You see, when websites first started, when they were flat websites, what they were called HTML. So they basically, you took a layout and you programmed them into an HTML page, which is a website language, and then you posted them on a server, and someone would go to your domain name and it would show your site. But it was basically just a flat site that didn't do anything. It wasn't dynamic at all. You couldn't log in and update anything. You couldn't have a blog hooked to it. It was very, very basic, which was effective for the time, but things have changed a lot. A dynamic website is one where we use what's called WordPress. WordPress is a database-driven website software that's free for download, but in order to develop on the WordPress platform, you have to have designers and developers program into the look and feel you want. And then from there, it's dynamic. So you can log in. It has integrated blog, integrated forms, a variety of integrated features that you'll be able to control through logging in. So you won't have to understand HTML and programming and all that stuff. You can log in and make changes. So the second part of that is what's called an e-commerce store. An e-commerce store, we use a program called WooCommerce, which we integrate into our WordPress sites. And we've used several in the past, like ZenCard and Magento, but we've gone to WooCommerce now because it integrates right into the WordPress admin panel and making it very easy for our clients to update prices and add new products, things of that nature. So that's what an e-commerce store is. And an e-commerce store also, there's two ways that you can have people pay, basically. One, you could use what's called an off-site merchant, like PayPal, where you would hit checkout, and then checkout would take you to PayPal store, and then from there it would transfer the data to PayPal. They would pay through PayPal, which means you don't have to have any security on your own site. The second way is to offer them what's called on-site processing, which is you would require a secure socket layer certificate, SSL certificate. You would also require a merchant account for your bank to connect your credit card processor to your merchant account. And then the next part would be a payment gateway, which we use Authorize.net, and you would connect Authorize.net to your merchant account, which then goes into your bank account. So that's a little bit more of a robust solution. That would be for a company that was doing existing business that perhaps had the cash flow to pay for the existing cost that would be those services would cost. So those are basically how they run. Now, dynamic sites, however, they require updates over time as well, which we're going to talk about in the active hosting page. But what that means is we have to update the core files of WordPress, the core files of WooCommerce. We have to make sure the plugins are all up to date, and we do that for you for your website. So when you have a dynamic site, if you've gotten hacked before or things like that have happened, it happens to everybody. So you have to make sure you update your back-end software, update the WordPress core files, update your plugins, make sure that's all up to date, and that way you shouldn't have any more, hopefully you won't have as many hacking attempts. So if you have any questions, please give us a call at Roman Media Group, and we'd be happy to serve you. Thank you very much.